Welcome to the CIAC Girls Class LL Championship Swimming Trials 2024. The first event will be the girls 200-yard medley relay. There will be two heats. The first heat, we have NFA, Southington, Fairfield, Ludlow, Hamden, Bristol Central. Once again, welcome to the CIAC Girls Class LL Championship Swimming Trials 2024. The first event will be starting in a couple minutes. Welcome to the CIAC Girls Class LL Championship 2024 swimming trials. First event is girls 200-yard medley relay. There will be 3 heats. In the second lane, we have NFA. In the third lane, we have Southington. Fourth lane, Fairfield Ludlow. Fifth lane, Hamden. And in the sixth lane, Bristol Central B. The state time, record time in 2017 by Cheshire was 143.99. So in lane two, excuse me, we have NFA. Lane 3, we have Southington. Lane 4, Fairfield Ludlow. Lane 5, Hamden. And in lane 6, Bristol Central V. And the girls are getting in the pool to start the relay. And they're off. And in heat 2, we have West Haven. First place, we have lane 4, Fairfield Ludlow. Second place, we have Southington in lane 3. And in third place, we have lane 5, Hamden High School. Once again, first place, Fairfield Ludlow with a time of 1:54.45. Second place, lane 3, Southington with a time of 1:58.48. And in third place, we have lane 5, Hamden High School with a time of 1:59.84. Next up is heat 2 of 3. In lane 2, we have West Haven. Lane 3, Fitch, Stonington. Lane 4, Norwalk, McMahon. Lane 5, Manchester Girls. Lane 6, West Hill, Stamford. And in lane 7, Danbury. In first place, we have lane 4, Norwalk, with a time of 1:54.67. Second place, lane 5, Manchester Girls, with a time of 1:57.93. And in third place, we have lane 3, Fitch Stonington, with a time of 20:24. Next up will be heat 3. In second lane, we have Staples. In third lane, we have Meriden Co-op. Fourth lane, Greenwich. Fifth lane, Trumbull. Sixth lane, Glastonbury. And in seventh lane, East Hartford. And this is the third of third prelims for girls 200-yard medley relay. Once again, this is heat 3 of the girls 200-yard medley relay. Lane 2, Staples. Lane 3, Meriden Co-op. Lane 4, Greenwich. Lane 5, Trumbull. Lane 6, Glastonbury. And lane 7, East Hartford. It's a very close relay. Very close race between lanes 4 and 5, which would be Greenwich and Trumbull. The crowd is getting wild. Wow, it's close. Whoa. First place is lane 4, Greenwich, Connecticut, with a time of 1:53.56. Second place is lane 5, Trumbull, with a time of 1:53.88. And in third place, lane 3, with a time of 1:57.26, and that is Meriden Co-op. So the qualifying teams for event 1, girls 200-yard medley relay. In 5th is Malo, 4th NWMC, 3rd FLUD, 2nd Trumbull, and in 1st place is Greenwich with a time of 1:53.56. First swimmer was Julia Kozma. Second swimmer Ava Bernstein. Third swimmer Melissa Geiger Jr. And fourth swimmer was Annalie Whitridge. Great job, ladies from Greenwich. Next up is event 2, girls 200-yard freestyle. And the qualifying time is 2:12.99. State record in 2022 was a time of 1:47.96 by Anam Alaswear. There's 5 heats in total. The first heat in lane 2, we have Valerie Yorez. Lane 3, Hannah Wallace of Fairfield Ludlow. Lane 4, Abigail O'Neill of Fairfield Ludlow. Lane 5, Madeline Pugliese of Southington. Lane 6, Eleanor Nowaki of Hamden. Sorry if I butchered any names. Again, in second lane, Valerie Juarez of Norwalk. Lane 3, Hannah Wallace of Fairfield. Lane 4, Abigail O'Neill of Fairfield. Lane 5, Madeline Pugliese of Southington. And lane 6, Eleanor Nowaki of Hamden. And they are off. It's like lane 2, 3, and 6 are on the lead. Lane 6 is Eleanor Nowaki of Hamden. Lane 2, Valerie Juarez of Norwalk. And lane 3, Hannah Wallace of Fairfield. Once again, this is event 2, girls 200-yard freestyle. And this is heat 1 of 5. Lane 2 and 3 are in the lead, very close. Very close race. Wow, they're pretty much right at the same. Oh my goodness. And in first place, we have lane 3, Hannah Wallace of Fairfield, with a time of 2:12.27. In second place, we have lane 3, Hannah Wallace of Fairfield Ludlow, with a time of 2:12. And in third place, we have lane 4, Abigail O'Neill of Fairfield Ludlow, with a time of 2:14.16. Good job, ladies. Heat 2, Lane 1, Celia Tukari Sanchez of Bristol. Lane 2, Nora Buccino of Southington. Lane 3, Oliva Nowak of Fitch Stonington. Lane 4, Maria Clara Santos of Trumbull. Lane 5, Madeline Bordeaux of East Haven. Lane 6, Naya Villanova of Southington. Lane 7, Emma O'Neill of Meriden. And lane 8, Lily Sherrick of Bristol Central. Again, this is heat 2 of 5 for the girls' 200-yard freestyle for the CIAC Girls Class LL Championship Trials. Lane 4 and 5 are pretty much neck and neck. And lane 6 is catching up. Lane 4 and 5, very close. Lane 4 is Maria Clara Santos of Trumbull. Lane 5, Madeline Bordeaux of East Haven. And lane 6 is catching up. That's Naya Villanova of Southington. It's a close race. And in first place, we have lane 6, Naya Villanova of Southington, with a time of 2:09.14. And in lane second place, we have lane 7, Emma O'Neill of Meriden, with a time of 2:09. And in third place, we have lane 5, Madeline Bordeaux of East Haven, with a time of 2:09. Next up is heat 3. First lane, Evelyn Vogel of Manchester. Lane 2, Tali Horesco of Glastonbury. Lane 3, Addison Fulling of Fitch, Stonington. Lane 4, Carly Waldman of Staples. Lane 5, Danielle Schwartz of Staples. Lane 6, Emma Williams of West Hill, Stamford. Lane 7, Martha Smith of Glastonbury. And lane 8, Olivia Ogawa of Fairfield. Again, that's heat 3 of 5 of the girls' 200-yard freestyle. Lane 3 and 4 are in the lead. Lane 3 is Addison Fulling of Stonington, and lane 4 is Carly Waldman of Staples. Lane 3, Addison Bowling of Stonington seems to be taking the lead. And in first place is lane 4, Carly Waldman of Staples, with a time of 1:57.15. And in second place is lane 5, Danielle Schwartz of Staples, with a time of 1:58.36. And in third place, we have lane 3, Addison Fulling of Stonington, with a time of 2:01.95. Next up is heat 4 of 5 for the girls 200-yard freestyle. Lane 1, we have Kira Citarella of Trumbull. Lane 2, Mackenzie Gray of Norwalk. Lane 3, Addison Morkaja of Meriden. Lane 4, Ainsley Saharbeck of Greenwich. Lane 5, Ellison Charette of Greenwich. Lane 6, Phoebe Seton of Staples. Lane 7, Isla Kunif of Norwalk. And lane 8, Lauren Bullock of Fitch Stonington. Lanes 3, 4, and 5 seem to be in the lead. Strong lead. Lanes 3, 4, and 5 are pretty much neck and neck. And that is lane 3, Addison Morkaja of Meriden. Lane 4, Ainsley Saharbeck of Greenwich. And lane 5, Ellison Charette of Greenwich. Crowd is getting wild. It's a close race. And in first place, we have lane 5, Ellison Charette of Greenwich, with a time of 1:56. In second place, we have lane 3. Sorry, I can't see the board. In second place, we have lane 3, Addison Morkaja of Meriden, with a time of 1:56.42. And in third place, we have lane 4, Ainsley Saharbeck of Greenwich, with a time of 1:57.29. Next up is heat 5 of 5. Lane 1, we have Christine Scully of Norwalk. Lane 2, Rachel Hassett of Glastonbury. Lane 3, Jalyn Wheeler of Fitch Stonington. Lane 4, Wesley Wales of Greenwich. Lane 5, Olivia DeVries of Greenwich. Lane 6, Regan Sampson of Southington. Lane 7, Miriam Stecker of Fairfield Ludlow. And lane 8, Peyton Romero of Glastonbury. Again, this is heat 5 of 5 prelims for the girls' 200-yard freestyle. Lane 4 is in the lead. Wesley Wells of Greenwich. She has a strong lead. Lane 3 is coming up on her. That's Jalen Wheeler of Fitch Stonington. Wow, lane 4 is in the lead. Wesley Wells of Greenwich. In first place is lane 4, Wesley Wells, who had an outstanding time of 1:53. She's from Greenwich, Connecticut. In second place, we have lane 5, Olivia DeVries, with a time of 1:58.31. And in third place, we have Jalen Wheeler of Fitch Stonington with a time of 2:00.49. Great job, ladies. Up now, we have event 3, girls 200-yard IM. We've got 5 heats. In the first heat, we have lane 3, Catherine Schlatt of East Hartford. Lane 4, Madison Martinez of Fairfield. Lane 5, Paige Mehmet of Bristol Central. And lane 6, Leisha Sudradhar of Danbury. Again, this is the girls 200-yard IM. This is heat 105. Lane 5 and 6 are pretty much neck and neck. That's Paige Vermont of Bristol Central and Leisha Sudhardar of Danbury. First place, we have lane 4, Madison Martinez of Fairfield Ludlow with a time of 2:35.18. In second place, we have lane 5, Paige Memot of Bristol with a time of 2:45.79. And in third place, we have lane 3, Catherine Schlotz of East Hartford with a time of 2:49.77. Next up will be heat 2 of 5 for the girls 200-yard IM. In the first lane, we have Zahara Henriquez of Norwalk. Lane 2, Brooke Scott of Southington. Lane 3, Charlotte Nguyen of Trumbull. Lane 4, Francesca Debs of Hamden. Lane 5, Ella Stump of Trumbull. And in lane 6, Zoe Brock of Fairfield. Lane 7, Layla Carmonte of Stonington. And lane 8, Caitlin Emra of Fairfield Ludlow. And just to announce the top 24 girls of the girls 200-yard freestyle, we have Evelyn Vogel, Christine Scully, Madeline Bordeaux, Emma O'Neill, Naya Velunova, Lauren Bullock, Miriam Stecker, Tali Horesco, Isla Kunif, Emma Williams, Phoebe Seton, Martha Smith, Rachel Hassett, Peyton Romero, Mackenzie Gray, Addison Folling, Jaylyn Wheeler, Danielle Schwartz, Olivia DeVries, Ainsley Saharbeck, Carly Waldman, Addison Marjaka, Ellison Charette, and Wesley Wales of Greenwich with the time of 1:53.68. Heat 2 of 5 for the girls 200-yard IM is happening right now. Again, lane 1 is Zara Henrique of Norwalk. Lane 2, Brooke Scott of Southington. Lane 3, Charlotte Nguyen of Trumbull. Lane 4, Francesca Debs of Hamden. Lane 5, Ella Stump of Trumbull. Lane 6, Zoe Brock of Fairfield. Lane 7, Layla Carmonte of Stonington Fitch. And lane 8, Caitlin Emra of Fairfield Ludlow. And in first place, we have lane 6, Zoe Brock of Fairfield with a time of 2:35.16. Second place, we have lane 3, Charlotte Nguyen of Trumbull with a time of 2:36.62. And in third place, we have lane 5, and that is Ella Stump of Trumbull with a time of 2:36.98. Next up is heat 3 of 5 for the girls 200-yard IM. Lane 1, Sabrina Goldstein of Norwalk. Lane 2, Morgan Thompson of Bristol. Lane 3, Lucy Boisano of Glastonbury. Lane 4, Natalie Besançon of NFA. Lane 5, Emma Steinman of Greenwich. Lane 6, Gabby Donnarumma of Fitch Stonington. Lane 7, Kylie Medina. And lane 8, Ashmin Batra of Trumbull. And lane 7, Kylie Medina is of Meriden Co-op. Again, that's heat 3 of 5 prelims for the girls, 200 yards IM. Very close race with lane 4 and 5. Very close. Lane 4, Natalie Besançon of NFA seems to be in the lead. And in first place is lane 5, Emma Steinman of Greenwich with a time of 2:13:37. In second place, lane 4, Natalie Besançon of NFA with a time of 2:15:76. And in third place, Lucy Boisano of Glastonbury, which is lane 3, 2:17:48. Next up is heat 4 of 5 for the girls, 200-yard IM. In the first lane, we have Alyssa Clark of Trumbull. Second lane, Kylie Sampson of Southington. Lane 3, Anya Zanor of East Haven. Lane 4, Emma Giafardino of Norwalk. Lane 5, Sarah Kim, Meriden Co-op. Lane 6, Ashley Carvente of Norwalk. Lane 7, Audrey Clark of Glastonbury. And in lane 8, Samiksha Narayanan of Glastonbury. Again, this is heat 4 or 5 of the girls' 200-yard IM swimming trials. And in first place, we have lane 4, Emma Giardina of Norwalk with a time of 2:08.97. Second place, we have lane 5, Sarah Kim of Meriden with a time of 2:12.97. And in third place, lane 6, Ashley Carvente of Norwalk with a time of 2:21.17. Next up is heat 5 of 5 for the prelims. Lane 1, Lucy Doyle Cussy of Stonington. Lane 2, Valente de Staphinis of Hamden. Lane 3, Sarah G. of Greenwich. Lane 4, Ella Gusen of Fairfield Ludlow. Lane 5, Isabel Guzman of Greenwich. Lane 6, Isadora Nasa of Greenwich. Lane 7, Carmen Blanco of West Hill Sanford. And lane 8, Amelia Bard of Glastonbury. And this is heat 5 of 5, girls 200-yard IM. First place, we have Ella Gusen of Fairfield with a time of 2:07.48. Second place, we have Isabel Guzman of Greenwich with a time of 2:16.72. Third place, we have lane 3, Sarah G. of Greenwich with a time of 2:18.08. Next up will be girls 50-yard freestyle. There will be 5 heats in total. Okay, heat 1 is starting of girls 50-yard freestyle. In the second lane, we have Samantha Arnito Palo of Glastonbury. Lane 3, Isabel Larson of Staples. Lane 4, Charlotte Roberts of Staples. Lane 5, Mia Hickman of Norwalk. And lane 6, Regan Burdishaw of Southington. Again, that's heat 1 of 5 for the girls 50-yard freestyle. In first place, we've got lane 3, Isabella Larson of Staples with a time of 27:25. In second place, we have lane 6, Regan Burdishaw of Southington with a time of 27:27. And in third place, we have lane 5, Mia Hickman with a time of 27:48. Heat 2 of 5, lane 1, Julia Terry, Trumbull. Lane 2, Lindsay Collins of Hamden. Lane 3, Madeline White of Fairfield Ludlow. Lane 4, Eliza Charco of Hamden. Lane 5, Valerie Flores Gomez of Norwalk. Lane 7, Tatum Murray of Fairfield. And Lane 8, Emily Putenis of East Haven. That's heat 2 of 5 of the girls 50-yard freestyle. In first place, we have lane 4, Eliza Charco of Hamden with a time of 26:81. Second place, we have lane 7, Tatum Murray of Fairfield with a time of 26:94. And in third place, lane 3, Madeline White of Fairfield with a time of 27:03. Next up is heat 3 of 5 prelims. Lane 1, Georgia Theodorson of Fairfield. Lane 2, Isabella Falkowski of Manchester. Lane 3, May Sylvie of West Hill. Lane 4, Alexis Abelard of Trumbull. Lane 5, Anwala Olasmer of Staples. Lane 6, Annalie Whitridge of Greenwich. Lane 7, Olivia Nowacki of Hamden. Lane 8, Kylie Gray of Norwalk. Again, this is the heat 3 of 5 prelims for the girls 50-yard freestyle, which is an incredibly fast swim. First place, we have lane 4, Alexis Abelard of Trumbull with a time of 24:72. Second place, lane 5, Anwar Olaswer of Staples with a time of 24:84. And in third place, lane 6, Annalie Whitridge of Greenwich with a time of 25:77. Next up is heat 4 of 5. Lane 1, Agata Sobolowski of West Hill. Lane 2, Alexandra Chapanik of Southington. Sorry for butchering these names. Lane 3, Clarissa Fleming of Staples. Lane 4, Kensington Ward and Greenwich. Lane 5, Anna Orfundes of Stonington. Lane 6, Catherine Nalabeka of Greenwich. Lane 7, Madeline Gaffney of Hamden. Lane 8, Kaylee Holnick of Glastonbury. Again, that's heat 4 or 5 of the girls 50-yard freestyle. First place, we have lane 4, Kensington Warden of Greenwich with a time of 24:19. Second place, we have lane 5, Anna Orfundes of Stonington with a time of 24:53. And in third place, we have lane 3, Clarissa Fleming of Staples with a time of 25:87. Next up is heat 5 of 5 of the prelims for girls 50-yard freestyle. Lane 1, Miriam Labadzi of Southington. Lane 2, Audrey Schrage, of Fitch Stonington. Lane 3, Lily Norton of Greenwich. Lane 4, Riley Anderson of Manchester Girls. Lane 5, Lily Malone of Fairfield Ludlow. Lane 6, Chloe Abelman of Norwalk. Lane 7, Kira Leone of Glastonbury. And lane 8, Rachel Alejandro of Southington. And in first place, we have lane 4, Riley Anderson of Manchester Girls with a time of 22:97. In second place, we have lane 5, Lily Malone of Fairfield with a time of 25:23. Third place, we have lane 3 with a time of 25:72, and that is Lily Norton of Greenwich. Next up is events. Wow, that was fast. Okay, so up next is event number 6, and it's the 100-yard butterfly. And just to go back, the winner, the top 24 girls for the 200-yard IM are Madison Martinez, Zoe Brock, Samishka Narayan, Alyssa Clark, Amelia Baird, Sabrina Goldstein, Audrey Clark, Gabby Donnarumma, Kylie Medina, Morgan Thompson, Kylie Sampson, Carmen Blanco, Isadora Nasa, Anya Zanor, Valentina Di Stefanis, Ashley Carvente, Sarah G, Lucy Bozino, Isabel Guzman, Natalie Besançon, Emma Steinman, Sarah Kim, Emma Giaffardino, and in first place, Ella Guzin with a time of 2:07:48. Girls 50-yard freestyle, Kira Leone of Glastonbury, Tatum Murray of FLUD, Eliza Charco of Hamden, Miriam Labadzi of Southington, Agata Soboleski of FR, Georgia Theodorson of FLUD, Madeline Gaffney of Hamden, Kylie Gray of NWMC, Alexandra Shapanik of Southington, Isabella Falkowski of Manchester, Kaylee Polnick of Glastonbury, Chloe Abelman of NWMC, Catherine Nalapika of Greenwich, Clarissa Fleming of Staples, May Sylvie of WHLO, Annalie Whitridge of Greenwich, Audrey Schrage of FITC, Lily Norton of Greenwich, Lily Malone of FLUD, Anwar Alasware of Staples, Alexis Abelard of Trumbull, Anna Orphanades of FITC, Kensington Warden of Greenwich, and number 1, Riley Anderson of Manchester with a time of 22:97. And that was the first 24 girls of girls 50-yard freestyle. Next up, we have event number 6, girls 100-yard butterfly. And in lane 2, we'll have Ella Porto of Hamden, Madison Field of Bristol, lane 4, Allison McLaughlin of West Hill, Stamford, lane 5, Paige Memot of Bristol Central, lane 6, Ara Coldham Austin of Hamden. And that's heat 1 of 5 for the girls 100-yard butterfly coming up next. Again, I apologize for butchering any names. Up next is event 6, girls 100-yard butterfly. There are 5 heats. In the first heat, we have in lane 2, Ella Porto of Hamden. Lane 3, Madison Field of Bristol Central. Lane 4, Allison McLaughlin of West Hill. Lane 5, Paige Mamat of Bristol Central. And lane 6, Aria Cobham Austin of Hamden. And again, that's heat 1 of 5 for the girls 100-yard butterfly. Again, this is event 6, girls 100-yard butterfly. Heat 1 of 5 in lane, this is heat 1. In lane 2, Ella Porto of Hamden. Lane 3, Madison Field of Bristol Central. Lane 4, Allison McLaughlin of West Hill Stamford. And in lane 5, Paige Mamat of Bristol Central. In lane 6, Aria Cobham Austin of Hamden. The qualifying time is 1:08.99, and the state record in 2017 was 53.88 by Kelly Montesi. And they're off. Lane 3 is in the lead. That is lane 4, Allison McLaughlin of West Hill Stamford. And in first place, we have lane 4, Allison McLaughlin of West Hill with a time of 1:14.58. Second place is lane 5, Paige Mehmet of Bristol with a time of 1:18.55. And third place, we have lane 6, Aria Cobham Austin of Hamden with a time of 1:20.81. Next up is heat 2 of 5 of the girls 100-yard butterfly. In lane 1 is Madison Martinez of Fairfield. Lane 2, Haley Comento Rios of Trumbull. Lane 3, Leila Carmente of Stonington. Lane 5, Sashana Dodd of Hamden. Lane 6, Sophia DeLaurie of West Haven. Lane 7, Caitlin Emra of Fairfield Ludlow. And lane 8, Ala Flynn of West Hill, Stamford. And this is heat 4 of 5 of the girls 100-yard butterfly. In lane 1, we have Catherine Tarnaka of Fairfield. Lane 2, Raya Reinhardt of Bristol. Lane 3, May Sylvie of West Hill. Lane 4, Melissa Geiger of Greenwich. Lane 5, Ashley Carvente of Norwalk. Lane 6, Garen Finns of Greenwich. Lane 7, Hannah Kaufman of Glastonbury. And lane 8, Naya Villanova of Southington. And this is heat 4 of 5 of the girls 100-yard butterfly. First place, we have lane 4, Melissa Geiger of Greenwich with a time of 58.94. Second place, we have lane 3, May Sylvie of West Hill with a time of 101.67. And in third place, we have lane 5, Ashley Carvente of Norwalk with a time of 101.87. Next up is heat 5 of 5 of the girls 100-yard butterfly. Lane 1, Natalie Koziol of Glastonbury. Lucy Boisano of Glastonbury. Lane 3, Rachel Hassett of Glastonbury. Lane 4, Sina Boskert of Greenwich. Lane 5, Jessica Nagel of Trumbull. Lane 6, Anna Orfundis of Stonington. Lane 7, Valerie Flores Gomez of Norwalk. And lane 8, Dorina Dubrana of Southington. Again, this is heat 5 of 5 of the girls 100-yard butterfly CIC Girls Class LL Championship Swimming Trials. Wow. That was an incredible race. In first place, we have lane 4, Sinya Buskert of Greenwich with a time of 56.20. In second place, we have lane 5, Jessica Nagel of Trumbull with 59.46. And in third place, we have lane 6, and that is Anna Orfundis of Stonington, and her time was 59.52. Next up is event number 7, girls 100-yard freestyle. And the state record is 49.88, and that was in 2022 from Anam Oleswer. So for event 7, girls 100-yard freestyle, in lane 2 we have Ava Zarnecki of Bristol. Lane 3, Brooke Scott of Southington. Lane 4, Lindsay Collins of Hamden. Lane 5, Emily Falanja of West Haven. Lane 6, Juliet Orlandi of West Hill Stamford. In first place, we have lane number 4. Thanks. First place, we have lane number 4, Lindsay Collins of Hamden with a time of 1:00:64. In second place, we have lane 3 with Brooke Scott of Southington with a time of 1:02:71. And then in third place, we have lane 6 with a time of 1:03:15. And that is Juliet Orlandi of West Hill. Next up is heat 2 of 5 of the girls 100-yard freestyle. Lane 1 is Eleanor Nowaki of Hamden. Lane 2, Charlotte Roberts of Staples. Lane 3, Celia Curry Sanchez of Bristol. Lane 4, Sloan Robinson of Staples. And then lane 5, Madeline White of Fairfield. Lane 6, Mia Hickman of Norwalk. Lane 7, Layla Tempestilli of Glastonbury. And lane 8, Jillian Arkilla of Stonington. Again, this is heat 2 of 5, prelims for girls 100 freestyle. First place is lane 2, Charlotte Roberts of Staples, with a time of 59:27. Hold on, there's a little malfunction on the timers, I believe. Next up is heat 3 of 5 for the girls 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we have Agata Soboleski of Stanford. Lane 2, Tali Horesco of Glastonbury. Lane 3, Samara McGlynn of Trumbull. Lane 4, Alexis Avillard of Trumbull. Lane 5, Jaylyn Wheeler of Stonington. Lane 6, Kira Citarella of Trumbull. Lane 7, Caleb Holnick of Glastonbury. Lane 8, Valerie Warhes of Norwalk. Again, this is heat 3 of 5 prelims for the girls 100-yard freestyle. In first place, we have lane 5, Jaylyn Wheeler of Stonington with a time of 54:64. In second place, lane 4, Alexis Abelard of Trumbull and with a time of 54:88. And in third place, we have lane 3, Samara McGlynn of Trumbull with a time of 55:84. Next up is heat 4 of 5. Prelims for the girls 100-yard freestyle. Lane 1 is Miriam Labadze of Southington. Lane 2 is Alexandra Japanik of Southington. Lane 3, Clarissa Fleming of Staples. Lane 4, Wesley Wells of Greenwich. Lane 5, Kensington Gordon of Greenwich. Lane 6, Martha Smith of Glastonbury. And in lane 7, Rachel Alejandro of Southington. And lane 8, Tatum Murray of Fairfield. And this is heat 4 or 5 prelims for the 100-yard freestyle. In first place, we have lane 4, Wesley Wells of Greenwich with a time of 52:07. Second place is lane 5, Kensington Gordon of Greenwich with a time of 53:24. And in third place is lane 3, Clarissa Fleming of Staples with a time of 57:20. This is heat 5 of 5, the last heat for girls 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1 is Julia Terry of Trumbull. Lane 2 is Catherine Nalepka of Greenwich. Lane 3, Chloe Abelman of Norwalk. Lane 4, Riley Anderson of Manchester Girls. Lane 5, Anwara Alasware of Staples. Lane 6, Nora Eldridge of Greenwich. And lane 7, Isabella Falkowski of Manchester Girls. Lane 8, Olivia Nowak of Stonington. Just to announce the girls 100-yard butterfly top 24, we have Sahana Dodd, Natalie Hornois, Naya Villanova, Anya Zanar, Eliza Charcot, Natalie Kozial, Catherine Kump, Valerie Flores Gomez, Hannah Kaufman, Dorina Dubrana, Catherine Tarnaka, Mackenzie Gray, Garen Finns, Catherine Brennan, Ashley Carvente, May Silve, Rachel Hazett, Carly Waldman, Lucy Bozano, Anna Orphan-Bees, Jessica Nagal, Julia Kamza, Melissa Geiger, and in first place, Senna Boskert of Greenwich with a time of 56:20. So next up again is heat number 5 prelims. For the girls 100-yard freestyle. Lane 1, Julia Terry of Trumbull. Lane 2, Catherine Nalapka of Greenwich. Lane 3, Chloe Abelman of Norwalk. In lane 4, Riley Anderson of Manchester Girls. Lane 5, Anwara Alasware of Staples. Lane 6, Nora Elridge of Greenwich. Lane 7, Isabella Falkowski of Manchester Girls. And lane 8, Olivia Nowak of Stonington. In first place, we have lane 4, Riley Anderson of Manchester with a time of 50:44. And lane 2, second place, we have lane 5, and that is Anwara Alasware of Staples with a time of 54:38. And in third place, we have lane 3 with a time of 55:53, and that is Chloe Abelman of Norwalk. Next up is event 8, girls 500-yard freestyle. There are 5 heats. The first heat in lane 2 is Cassandra Landez Southington. Lane 3, Sahana Dodd of Hamden. Lane 4, Abigail Thompson of Bristol. And lane 5, Haley Kane of Staples. And lastly, lane 6, Nicole Zakrzewski of Trumbull. Qualifying time is 5:59.99, and the state record was in 2005 by Kristen Frost with a time of 4:46.99, and in 2016 the Class LL record was 4:53.45 with Sarah Reynolds as the record holder. So again, lane 2, Cassandra Lands of Southington. Lane 3, Sahana Dodd of Hamden. Lane 4, Abigail Thompson of Bristol. Lane 5, Haley Kane of Staples. And lane 6, Nicole Zakrzewski of Trumbull. And this is heat 1 of 5 of the girls' 500-yard freestyle. In first place, we have lane 2, Cassandra Landis of Southington with a time of 6:27.84. In second place, we have lane 6, Nicole Zakrowski of Trumbull with a time of 6:28.57. And in third place, we have lane 5 with a time of 6:34.49, and that is Haley Kane from Staples. Next up is heat 2 of 5. And in lane 1, we have Madison Camille of Norwalk. Lane 2, Nora Muccino of Southington. Lane 3, Madeline Bordeaux of East Haven. Lane 4, Francesca Zullo of Norwalk. Lane 5, Abigail O'Neill of Fairfield. Lane 6, Nayla Grooms of Glastonbury. Lane 7, Tegan Tarzali of Glastonbury. And lane 8, Ainsley Horan of Manchester. So top 24 girls for event 7 girls 100-yard freestyle. We have Julia Terry of Trumbull. Lindsay Collins of Hamden, Agata Sobolski of WHLL, Sloan Robinson of Staples, Emily Falanja of WHAV, Madeline White of FLUD, Miriam Labadzi of Southington, Kira Citarella of Trumbull, Alexandra Zapanik of Southington, Kaylee Polnick of Glastonbury, Isabella Falkowski of Manchester, Tally Horesco of Glastonbury, Martha Smith of Glastonbury, Clarissa Fleming of Staples, Catherine Nalepka of Greenwich, Samara McGlynn of Trumbull, Nora Elridge of Greenwich, Chloe Abelman of NWMC, Alexis Abelrod of Trumbull, Jalen Wheeler of FITC, Anwara Alaswear of Staples, Kensington Warden of Greenwich, Leslie Wells of Greenwich, and in first place, Riley Anderson of Manchester with a time of 50:44. Right now we are on event number 8, girls 500-yard freestyle. We are in heat 2 of 5, and there's a couple minutes left, about 1 minute left. And in first place, we have lane 4, Francesca Zullo of Norwalk with a time of 5:40:68. Second place, we have lane 7, Tegan Tarkzali of Glastonbury with a time of 5:46:55. And in third place, we've got lane 6, Nalia Grooms of Glastonbury with a time of 5:49:26. Up next is heat 3 of 5 for prelims of the girls 500-yard freestyle. In the lane 1, we have Lauren Bullock of Stonington. Lane 2, Grace Flamino of Manchester Girls. Lane 3, Regan Sampson of Southington. Lane 4, Olivia DeVries of Greenwich. Lane 5, Ainsley Sarbeck of Greenwich. Lane 6, Peyton Romero of Glastonbury. Lane 7, Olivia Ogawa of Fairfield. And lane 8, Hannah Wallace of Fairfield. This is heat 3 of 5 for the girls 500-yard freestyle trials. So this is event number 8, girls 500-yard freestyle. We are in heat 3 of 5. In lane 1, we have Lauren Bullock of Fitch Stonington. Lane 2, Grace Flamino of Manchester Girls. Lane 3, Regan Sampson of Southington. Lane 4, Olivia DeVries of Greenwich. Lane 5, Ainsley Sarbeck of Greenwich. Lane 6, Peyton Romero of Glastonbury. Lane 7, Olivia Ogawa of Fairfield Ludlow. And lane 8, Hannah Wallace of Fairfield Ludlow. This is a longer race, averaging in the 5-6 minute arena. The girls are on lap 17, so they're coming towards the end of the race. I would say this is one of the more difficult races because it's so long. In first place, we have lane 5, and that is Ainsley Sarbeck of Greenwich with a time of 5:13:35. In second place, we have lane 4, and that is Olivia DeVries of Greenwich. Greenwich is winning a lot with a time of 5:15:86. And in lane 3, or in third place, we have lane 6, and that is Peyton Romero of Glastonbury with a time of 5:26:34. Good job, ladies. Next up is heat 4 of 5, and that is the girls' 500-yard freestyle. And we have in lane 1, Christine Scully of Norwalk. Lane 2, Isla Kunif of Norwalk. Lane 3, Gabby Donnarumma of Stonington. Lane 4, Ellison Charette of Greenwich. Lane 5, Addison Marcoja of Meriden Co-op. Lane 6, Kylie Medina of Meriden Co-op. And in lane 7, Miriam Steiker of Fairfield. Lane 8, Lily Sherrick of Bristol Central. Again, this is heat 4 of 5 prelims for the girls 500-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we have Christine Scully of Norwalk. Lane 2, Isla Kunith of Norwalk. Lane 3, Gabby Donnarumma of Fitch Donington. Lane 4, Ellison Charette of Greenwich. Lane 5, Addison Marcoja of Meriden Co-op. Lane 6, Kylie Medina of Meriden Co-op. Lane 7, Miriam Stacker of Fairfield Ludlow. And lane 8, Lily Sherrick of Bristol. There is about 2 more minutes roughly of this race, or this heat. And in first place, we have lane number, I can't see, hold on one sec. First place, we have lane number 4 with a time of 5:05.7. And that is Ellison Charette from Greenwich. Second place, we've got lane 5, Addison Mark Koja from Meriden Co-op. This is heat 5 of 5 prelims of the girls 500-yard freestyle. Lane 1, Evelyn Vogel of Manchester. Lane 2, Emma O'Neill, Meriden Co-op. Lane 3, Phoebe Seton of Staples. Lane 4, Melissa Geiger of Greenwich. Lane 5, Danielle Schwartz of Staples. Lane 6, Emma Williams of West Hill Stamford. Lane 7, Hannah Kaufman of Glastonbury. And Lane 8, Madeline Puglisi of Southington. This is the last heat for the girls 500-yard freestyle. And up next will be event number 9, girls 200-yard freestyle relay. So results for girls 1 meter. Okay, so in first place we have lane 4 with Melissa Geiger with a time of 55:07:45. In second place we have lane 5. That's Danielle Schwartz of Staples with a time of 5:17:67. And in third place, we have lane 3 with a time of 5:29:37. And that's Phoebe Seaton from Staples. Next up, we will be having event number 9, girls 200-yard freestyle relay. There will be 3 heats. The first heat is, we've got lane 2 will be NFA, lane 3 will be Southington, lane 4 Staples, lane 5 Manchester Girls, and lane 6 Norwalk McMahon. And again, that's going to be 3 heats. Heat 1 will be up first for girls 200-yard freestyle relay. The state record was set in 2022 with a time of 1:35:48 by Ridgefield, and the Class LL record was also in 2022, also held also by Ridgefield, and that time was 1:35:62. So girls are warming up right now before the next event, which is event number 9, girls 200-yard freestyle relay. There will be 3 heats. We just got in that we have results from Wednesday's diving trials and finals for the CIAC Girls Class LL Championship. We have number 18, Maya Kaziska of Southington. We have Julia Harms, of Hamden, Isabella Rodriguez of Glastonbury, Cassidy Bailey of Hamden, Megan Kaziska of Southington, Sloan Silverman of Glastonbury, Michaela Snow of STAP, Clementine Whittle of Greenwich, Julian Jarvis of Glastonbury, Avery Nissenson of Staples, Dylan Mogoloff of Staples, Abigail Finta of SCHA, Nia Jayakandaran of Glastonbury, Kripa Roa of WHLL, Sophia Kiraligio of SCHA, Claire Korchinski of FLUD, Olivia DeVito of Greenwich, and number 1, Kristen Jacks of Greenwich with a perfect 400 score. And those are the results. And then I have results that just came in for the Girls Class LL Championship, Girls 500-yard freestyle. Kristen Scully of NWMC, Nala Grooms of Glastonbury, Evelyn Vogel of Manchester, Lauren Bullock of FITC, Grace Flamino of Manchester, Isla Kunif of NWMC, Tegan Tarzali of Glastonbury, Emma O'Neill of MALO, Miriam Stocker of FLUD, Regan Sampson of Southington, Kyla Medina of MALO, Abigail Thompson of BRIS, Francesca Zulu of NWMC, Gabby Donnarummo of FITC, Emma Williams of WHLL, Hannah Kaufman of Glastonbury, Phoebe Seton of STAP, Peyton Romero of Glastonbury, Daniel Schwartz of STAP, Olivia DeVries of Greenwich, Ainsley Sarbeck of Greenwich, Addison Marcoja of MALO, Melissa Geiger of Greenwich, and first place Ellison Charette of Greenwich with a time of 5:05.72. Next up, once again, is the girls 200-yard freestyle relay with 3 heats. The first heat in lane 1 is NFA. Lane 3 is Southington. Lane 4 is Staples. Lane 5, Manchester Girls. And lane 6, Norwalk McMahon. Girls 200-yard freestyle relay for the girls class LL championship swimming trials. Heat 1 of 3. In lane 2, NFA. In lane 3, we have Southington. In lane 4, we've got Staples. In lane 5, we have Manchester Girls. Lane 6, we have Norwalk McMahon. And again, this is heat 1 of 3. And in first place, we have lane 4, which is Staples with a time of 1:41:47. In second place, we have lane 5, which is Manchester Girls with a time of 1:45:02. And in third place, we have lane 3 with a time of 1:46:79, which is Southington. Next up is heat 2 of 3 for girls 200-yard freestyle relay. Second lane, we have West Haven. Third lane, we have West Hill Stamford. Fourth lane, Trumbull. Fifth lane, Fitch Stonington. Sixth lane, Meriden Co-op. And seventh lane, Danbury. This is heat 2 of 3, girls 200 freestyle relay. And in first place, we have lane 5, Fitch Stonington with a time of 1:40:56. Second place is lane 4 with a time of 1:42:44, and that is Trumbull. And third place, we have lane 6 with a time of 1:46:55, and that is Meriden Co-op. Next up is heat 3 of 3 for the girls 200-yard freestyle relay. Lane 2, we have Bristol Central. Lane 3, we have Glastonbury. Lane 4, we have Greenwich. Lane 5, Fairfield Ludlow. Lane 6, Hamden. And in lane 7, East Hartford. Again, this is the girls 200-yard freestyle relay for the Class L Championship Swimming Trials. This is heat 3 of 3. And this is the girls 200-yard freestyle relay. In lane 2, we have Bristol Central. Lane 3, Glastonbury. Lane 4, Greenwich. Lane 5, Fairfield Ludlow. Lane 6, Hamden. And lane 7, East Hartford. In first place, we have lane 4, which is Greenwich with a time of 1:41.96. Second place is lane 3, Glastonbury with a time of 1:45.19. And in third place is lane 5, Fairfield Ludlow with a time of 1:47.79. Again, that was the girls' 200 freestyle relay. Next up is event 10, girls 100-yard backstroke. There will be 5 heats. The first heat will be in lane 3, Kylie Oblina Williams of Hamden. Lane 4, Allison McLaughlin of West Hill, Stamford. Lane 5, Ella Stumpf. And lane 6, Samantha Ornito Palo of Glastonbury. And that will be our next race coming up. Girls 100-yard backstroke. So for the girls' 200-yard freestyle relay, we have Danbury, EHGR, NFAC, Bristol, WHAV, NWMC, WHLL, Hamden, FLUD, Southington, MALO, Glastonbury, Manchester, Trumbull, Greenwich, Staples, and number 1, FITC. First swimmer, Anna Orphanides. Second swimmer, Audrey Schrag. Third swimmer, Jalen Wheeler. Fourth swimmer, Addison Fulling, and their prelim time with a 1:40.56. Again, next up is event number 10, girls 100-yard backstroke. There will be 5 heats. In lane 3, we have Kylie Oblima Williams of Hamden. Lane 4, Allison McLaughlin of West Hill, Stamford. Lane 5, Ella Stump of Trumbull. And in lane 6, we have Samantha Arnito Palo of Glastonbury. And in first place, we have lane 4, Allison McLaughlin of West Hill with a time of 1:10. Second place, we have lane 3 with a time of 1:12:10, and that is Kylie Oblima Williams of Hamden. And in third place, we have lane 5 with a time of 1:12:87, and that is Ella Stump from Trumbull. Next up is heat 2 of 5. Lane 1, we have Abigail Thompson of Bristol. Lane 2, Amelia Onofrio of Fairfield. Lane 3, Isabel McCaffrey of Fairfield. Lane 4, Natalie Harnos of Manchester. Lane 5, Ashley Dunn of Stonington. Lane 6, Isabel Cordero of Bristol. Lane 7, Claire Harris of Staples. And lane 8, Katie Nyack of West Haven. Again, this is heat 2 of 5 prelims for the girls' 100-yard. In first place, we have lane 6 with a time of 1:08:17, and that is Isabel Cordero of Bristol. Second place, we have lane 2 with a time of 1:08:91, and that is Amelia Onofrio of Fairfield. And in third place, with a time of 1:09:67, lane 5, Ashley Dunn of Stonington. Next up is heat 3 of 5. In the first lane is Juliet Orlandi of Stamford. Lane 2, Olivia Nowacki of Hamden. Lane 3, Lily Malone of Fairfield Ludlow. Lane 4, Sarah Kim of Meriden Co-op. Lane 5, Catherine Brennan of Norwalk. Lane 6, Sloan Robinson of Staples. Lane 7, Natalie Cozzoliol of Glastonbury. And lane 8, Sabrina Goldstein of Norwalk. And this is heat 3 of 5. Girls 100-yard backstroke. And in first place with a time of 58:33, we have lane 4, and that is Sarah Kim of Meriden Co-op. In second place, lane 3 with a time of 101.62 is Lily Malone of Fairfield. And in third place is lane 5 with a time of 103.93, which is Catherine Brennan. Heat 4 of 5 is up now. In lane 1, heat 4 of 5 of girls 100-yard backstroke. Lane 1 is Kiera Leone of Glastonbury. Lane 2 is Audrey Straj of Stonington. Lane 3 is Ella Guzin of Fairfield. Lane 4 is Sina Boskert of Greenwich. Lane 5 is Jessica Nagel of Trumbull. Lane 6 is Caitlin Kumpf of Stonington. Lane 7 is Mia Kennedy of Southington. And lane 8 is Kylie Gray of Norwalk. Again, this is heat 4 or 5 of the girls 100-yard backstroke. First place is lane 4 with a time of 58:44. And that is Sina Boskert of Greenwich. In second place, we have lane 3 with a time of 58:46, and that is Ella Goosen of Fairfield. And in third place with a time of 102.97, lane 5, Jessica Nagel of Trumbull. Next up is heat 5 of 5. First lane, we have Kylie Sampson of Southington. Lane 2, Morgan Thompson of Bristol. Lane 3, Addison Fulling of Stonington. Lane 4, Julia Cosma of Greenwich. Lane 5, Annalie Whitteridge of Greenwich. Lane 6, Garen Finns of Greenwich. Lane 7, Dorina Dubruna of Southington. And lane 8, Alyssa Clark of Trumbull. This is the final heat of the girls' 100-yard backstroke. And in first place, with a time of 1:00:85, we have lane 4, Julia Cosma of Greenwich. In second place, we have lane 3 with a time of 1:02:34, and that is Addison Fulling of Stonington. Third place, lane 5 with a time of 1:02:56, and that is Annalie Woodridge of Greenwich. Next up is event number 11. It's the girls' 100-yard breaststroke, and there will be 5 heats. In the first heat, in lane 3 is Madison Field of Bristol. Lane 4 is Ilya Flynn of West Hill, Stamford. Lane 5, Ella Vutilich of Staples. And lane 6, Julia Harms of Hamden. Again, that's heat 1 of 5 for the girls' 100-yard breaststroke. In first place, we have lane 5 with a time of 1:24:27, and that is Ella Vutulich of Staples. Second place, lane 4 with a time of 1:26:24, and that is Ella Flynn of West Hill. And third place with a time of 1:26:79 is Julia Harms of Hamden. Next up is heat 2 of 5 of the prelims. For the girls' 100-yard breaststroke, lane 1, Sophia Delari of West Haven. Lane 2, Zaira Enriquez of Norwalk. Lane 3, Ava Zarnecki of Bristol. Lane 4, Nala Grooms of Glastonbury. Lane 5, Zoe Brock of Fairfield. Lane 6, Ashmin Batra of Trumbull. Lane 7, Grace Gulas of Manchester. Lane 8, Charlotte Nguyen of Trumbull. That's heat 2 of 5 of the girls' 100-yard breaststroke. It's getting pretty heated in here. People are excited. First place is lane 5 with a time of 1:19:18, and that is Zoe Brock of Fairfield. And in second place, it is lane 6 with a time of 1:20:98, and that is Ashmin Batra of Trumbull. In third place, lane 8 with a time of 1:21:16 is Charlotte Nguyen of Trumbull. Next up is heat 3 of 5. Lane 1 is Audrey Clark of Glastonbury. Lane 2, Valentina DeStefanis of Hamden. Lane 3, Ava Bernstein of Greenwich. Lane 4, Emma Giaffardino of Norwalk. Lane 5, Sarah G. of Greenwich. Lane 6, Reagan Birdshaw of Southington. Lane 7, Grace Flamino of Manchester. And lane 8, Tegan Tarkzali of Glastonbury. Again, this is heat 3 of 5 for the 100 girls 100-yard breaststroke. And the winners for the girls 100-yard backstroke are Mia Kennedy, Kylie Gray, Isabella Cordero of Bristol, Alyssa Clark of Trumbull, Kylie Sampson of Southington, Juliet Orlandi of WHLL, Olivia Nowaki of Hamden, Kira Leone of Glastonbury, Natalie Koziol of Glastonbury, Sloan Robinson of Staples, Morgan Thompson of Bristol, Dorina Dubruno of Southington, Garen Finns of Greenwich, Audrey Strage of FITC, Catherine Brennan of NWMC, Caitlin Kumpf of FITC, Jessica Nagel of Trumbull, Annalie Whitridge of Greenwich, Addison Foling, Lily Malone, Julia Cosmo, Ella Guzin, Sina Buzzcart, and Sarah Kim with number 1, her prelim time 58:33 of Malo. The winners for the heat 3 of 5 prelims for the breaststroke 100-yard is first place is lane 4 with a time of 1:07:03, and that is Emma Giaffardino of Norwalk. Second place is lane 3 with a time of 1:12:29, which is Ava Bernstein of Greenwich. And then for third place, lane 5 with a time of 1:12:43 is Sarah G. Next up is heat 4 of 5 for the girls 100-yard breaststroke. First lane is Mia Kennedy of Southington. Second lane is Jillian Arkella of Stonington. Lane 3, Francesca Zulu of Norwalk. Lane 4, Isabel Guzman of Greenwich. Lane 5, Natalie Bezanson of NFA. Lane 6, Catherine Tarnaka of Fairfield. Lane 7, Carmen Blanco of West Hill. And lane 8, Cassandra Londes of Southington. This is heat 4 of 5 of the girls' 100-yard breaststroke. First place with a time of 107.83 is lane 4, Emma Steinman of Greenwich. Second place, lane 5, with a time of 111.20 is Natalie Benzanson of NFA. And then in third place, we have lane 6 with a time of 112.67, and that's Catherine Tarnaka of Fairfield. Last heat, 5 of 5 of the girls' 100-yard breaststroke. Lane 1, Kaylee Marcoja of Meriden. Lane 2, Lucy Doyle Cussy of Stonington. Lane 3, Samara McGlynn of Trumbull. Lane 4, Emma Steeman of Greenwich. Lane 5, Georgia Theodorson of Fairfield. Lane 6, Madeline Gaffney of Hamden. Lane 7, Amelia Baird of Glastonbury. And lastly, lane 8, Emily Poutinis of East Haven. This is heat 5 of 5 of the girls' 100-yard breaststroke. The final heat. Up next will be event 12, girls 400-yard freestyle relay, and that will wrap up the girls' Class LL Championship swimming trials. But right now we are on heat 5 of 5 of girls 100-yard breaststroke. It is very loud. It is very exciting. And in first place is lane 4, Emma Steeman of Greenwich, with a time of 108.78. In second place in lane 5 with a time of 108.91 is Georgia Theodorson of Fairfield Ludlow. And in third place is lane 3 with a time of 111.40, and that is Samara McGlynn of Trumbull. Next up is event 12, our final event, girls 400-yard freestyle relay. There will be 2 heats. The first heat, lane 1 will be NFA, lane 2 Trumbull, lane 3 Stamford, lane 4 Staples, lane 5 Fitch, Stonington, lane 6 Fairfield Ludlow, lane 7 Manchester Girls, lane 8 Danbury. There will be 2 heats of the relay. And this is the final event, the girls 400-yard freestyle relay. There are 2 heats. This is the first heat in lane 1, NFA. Lane 2, Trumbull. Lane 3, West Hill, Sanford. Lane 4, Staples. And lane 5, Fitch, Stonington. Lane 6, Fairfield, Ludlow. Lane 7, Manchester Girls. And finally, lane 8, Danbury. And the winners from the previous event, the girls 100-yard backstroke, we have number 24, Mia Kennedy of Southington, 23, Kylie Gray, 22, Isabella Cordero of Bristol, 21, Alyssa Clark of Trumbull, 20, Kylie Sampson of Southington, 19, Juliet Orlandi of WHLL, number 18, Olivia Nowaki of Hamden, number 17, Kiera Leone of Glastonbury, 16, Natalie Cozio of Glastonbury, 15, Sloan Robinson of Staples, 14, Morgan Thompson of Bristol, 13, Dorina Dubrana of Southington, 12, Garen Finns of Greenwich, 11, Audrey Schrag of FITC, number 10, Catherine Brennan of NWMC, number 9, Caitlin Kump of FITC, number 8, Jessica Nadal of Trumbull, number 7, Annalie Woodridge of Greenwich, number 6, Addison Fulling of FITC, number 5, Lily Malone of FLUD, number 4, Julia Cosma of Greenwich, number 3, Ella Guzin of FLUD, number 2, Sina Oscart of Greenwich with a time of 58:44, and number 1, Sarah Kim of Mallow with a time of 58:33. We are almost wrapped up with heat 1 of 2 of the girls 400-yard freestyle relay. First place, lane 5, Fitch Stonington with a time of 3:40.79. In second place, lane 4, which is Staples with a time of 3:41.93. And in third place, lane 3 with a time of 3:56.70, which is West Hill Sanford. Up next is heat 2 of 2 of the girls 400-yard freestyle relay and the final race event for today's girls class LL championship swimming trials for 2024. In lane 1 for heat 2 of 2 of the girls 400 freestyle relay. In lane 1, we have West Haven. Lane 2, Hamden. Lane 3, Glastonbury. Lane 4, Greenwich. Lane 5, Norwalk, McMahon. Lane 6, Southington, Lane 7, Bristol Central, and Lane 8, East Hartford. This is the final event for the girls' Class LL Championship swimming trials for 2024 held at Cornerstone Swimming Arena in West Hartford, Connecticut. And this is heat 2 of 2. Again, lane 1 will be West Haven. Lane 2 will be Hamden. Lane 3 will be Glastonbury. Lane 4, Greenwich. Lane 5, Norwalk. Lane 6, Southington. Lane 7, Bristol Central. Lane 8, East Hartford. And this is the girls' 400-yard freestyle relay and final event for today. So in first place in lane 5 with a time of 3:42.37 is Norwalk. In second place in lane 4 with a time of 3:43.02 is Greenwich. And in third place in lane 3 with a time of 3:50.79 is Glastonbury. And that concludes the girls class LL championship swimming trials for 2024. Again, first place, lane 5 with the time of 3:42:37 is Norwalk. Second place, lane 4, which is Greenwich, with the time of 3:43:02. And in third place, lane 3, with the time of 3:50:79 is Glastonbury. And again, that concludes the girls class LL championship swimming trials for 2024. Amazing job, ladies. So, the winners for the girls 100-yard breaststroke, we have number 24, Cassandra Landis of Southington, Zoe Brock of FLUD, Kaylee Marcoja of MLAO, Mia Kennedy of Southington, Grace Flamino of Manchester, Emily Putinas of SCHA, Carmen Blanco of WHLLL, Jillian Arkilla of FITC, Amelia Baird of Glastonbury, Audrey Clark of Glastonbury, Valentina D. Stefanis of Hamden, Madeline Gaffney of Hamden, Lucy Doyle Clusi of FITC, Francesca Zullo of NWMC, Reagan Birdshaw of Southington, Catherine Tarnaka of FLUD, Sarah G. of Greenwich, Ava Bernstein of Greenwich, Samara McLinn of Trumbull, Natalie Bezanson of NFAC, Georgia Theodorson of FLUD, Emma Steeman of Greenwich, Isabella Guzman coming in at number 2 of Greenwich, and number 1 of NWMC, Emma Giaffardino, with the time of 1:07:03. And again, that was for the girls 100-yard breaststroke. And for the girls 400-yard relay freestyle, we have 16 Danbury, 15 NFAC, 14 EHTR, 13 WHAV, 12 Trumbull, 11 Manchester, 10 Bristol, 9 Hamden, 8 FLUD, 7 Southington, 6 WHLL, number 5 Glastonbury, number 4 Greenwich, number 3 NWMC, number 2 Staples, and number 1 for the girls 400-yard freestyle relay FITC with a time of 3:40.79. The first swimmer Addison Fulling, second swimmer Audrey Schrag, third swimmer Anna Orfandias, and fourth swimmer Jaylyn Wheeler. And again, that concludes the Girls Class LL Championship 2024 swimming trials. Thank you for tuning in.